threw it on there Picasso style, just. Welcome back, everybody, to How I Did It Garage. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. We are going to be working on K member. Gonna get it sandblasted. Gonna disassemble it, take the A-arms off of it and all that good jazz, and get it ready for the por-15. And I want to repair some of the body mount bushings hose because they're all rusted up and I don't see them working too good. Let's get to it. K member. So I got the K member off the car. I'll put that video right here. You know, I knew one of these days this Jeep would pay off. I got 3 bolts out. Got this last one. Got it loosened up a little bit. It's really not supported by nothing, so it's probably gonna drop really, really hard. It's off. Welcome back, everybody, to holy shit, it's cold outside. Do it safer than that. That's just how I did it by myself. It's on here so I can roll this over there to my new sandblasting area because I made a mess in here. Yes, there's sand everywhere in the shop. I'm gonna have to clean that up. But I'm gonna start taking these A-arms and steering box and everything off of it and get it ready for sanding and sandblasting and getting it ready for the por-15. Let's get it. All this is disconnected, so that can come off and that comes off. This is all connected to all that, which will be upgraded or replaced. This is right there, holding this in. Need to take it off and then be able to take these A-arms off. That's gonna be fun. This is why men don't live as long as women most of the time. While I was sitting here thinking about how to get these A-arms off, safety was a part of the equation at all. I'm thinking about just letting these bolts come off and letting it just fly out. What do y'all think? If I undo these and I'll pop that off, that should do it. Oh, the strut. I forgot about the strut. This thing was supposed to go flying everywhere. Well, I just cut the sway bars with the saw saw. Everything should be fully disconnected. Got the springs off. Disconnected the shocks from the bottom. Whenever I did that, kind of wiggled them out. With the arms being all the way down, it decompressed the springs. Plus, they're old, so there's probably not a whole lot of, I don't know, there's probably still a lot in there, but it's not as strong as a new one probably. So it came out fairly easy. No big surprise or booms. That's good though. Stayed safe. Now I'll take these A-arms off. So I used 4 large washers and turned them down the lathe to OD of 2 3/4. The ID I'm not too sure, but it was the same size body mount bushing, so that's what I'm going to use to fix and repair the rusted out area, as you'll see right here. Now that I got these cut down, I'll put these close to where they need to be, draw around them the circle, and that's what I'll need to cut out to put this in there and weld it in. I was going to try to use a hose saw and get this clamp and have this in there to kind of center it since you don't have a pilot hole, but there's still a little bit of gap in there, and I think this will work good. I think I can make it work with this. I took the die grinder and I cut little slots in it. I'm just kind of trying to cut the circle out. It's working all right, besides the air compressor is not keeping up, but I'm getting there. Yep. Oh yeah. Perfect. All right, the work begins. Let's get the sandblasting. So what I would recommend if you're going to be using the place sand from Lowe's, which that's what I did, get you a filter, because this stuff right here clogs it up, and every 5 seconds you gotta stop and clean the tip out of the sandblaster. But this filter helps out a lot. And I got this from a guy I know, so I'm not sure where he had it. He had some and gave it to me, so. Well, got quite a bit done. I got most of the top side done. Didn't get that back rail right there. Working on the front. I'm trying to do the front side the best I can, or the bottom side better yet. Flip it over and do the other side. Then I'm going to spray inside these frame rails and try to knock off as much as I can, because I want to get a roller and try to roll the por-15 all in there. Could buy a fancy spray thing, but like I said, I'm cheap. Yep, she's coming along, get her sandblasted. Got this side welded up. Already got that side finished up. I got it welded at the bottom and the top and grinded down. That side, I don't think I had everything adjusted right. As far as the welder, this side, I think it's going to turn out a lot better once I grind it down. Probably flip it over, weld the bottom, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be 60. And that's when I'll finally do the por-15. As good as I want to get it, there's still some areas right here that I could build up, but I'm not going to just keep welding and welding on it. Eventually I'm going to mess it up, get it too hot, and warp it. So I think it's good enough for now. This one don't look too bad either. This one I could do a lot more to it if I wanted to, but I think it's sturdy. With the por-15 on there, hopefully no water to get in these little crevices. But I believe as far as the weld itself, it's pretty solid. I welded it on both sides. Now we're gonna finish degreasing this again for the 4th time. Put the metal prep on it, then the por-15. So something I noticed is with the degreaser, if you're doing something similar to this, there's cracks and crevices everywhere. So if you spray everything real good, you're gonna have to wash it off super good, because the degreaser will get in these cracks, and when you're spraying it, it'll just kind of spread it everywhere. Try to get it to where whenever you're spraying it, spray it in different areas, and you don't see none of that bubbly, not really oily, but degreaser, cleaner, shiny, bluish look. It took me a while to get all that off there. This old frame, there's cracks and crevices everywhere. It's not a smooth TIG weld, but now I'm spraying the self-etcher on there. I've done coated it once. I recommend wearing gloves and long sleeves because it is burning a little bit, but it'll be all right. A little bit of cancer causing never hurted anybody back in the day. Just kidding. Wear protection. You're supposed to keep it coated. Don't let no dry spot get on there, because it's the etching process that it's supposed to prep the metal, deneutralize the rust. So make sure everything you're going to put it on is coated and stays coated for, I think, 10 to 15 minutes. I'll put all the instructions at the end. So I'm letting this dry. I washed all the self-etch off of it, and got this green kind of rusty look. I don't know if that's because it's starting to flash rust again, or if it might just be the rust from the inside that I really couldn't get to starting to come out. I'm going to get the white residue all over it, and I believe you're supposed to paint over it. I'm about to. I don't know if you're supposed to wash that off or not. I washed it off though, so I don't know. We'll see. Down to the nitty gritty. Bunch of water in the cracks and crevices, even after everything else looked dried. I started blowing that air hose in those cracks and crannies. Water's flying out everywhere, so that took about 30 minutes in itself for it to get to where I was comfortable applying this stuff. So about to pop this open and apply it. Well, got it on there, first coat. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. I guess you can do as many coats as you want to, but they recommend doing thin coats. Do a real thin coat, then go back over it, and as soon as it's tacky to the touch but don't come off, you can apply the second coat and so forth, etc. I kind of just slobbed it, just threw it on there, Picasso style, just. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It might take forever to dry, might not cure right, I don't know, but that's how I did it, because I wanted to make sure that it got into all the cracks and crannies. So we'll find out. It looks real nice though right now. I hope it stays this way. It's self-leveling too, so it kind of goes into the cracks. Levels out real nice, as you see right here. Yeah. Of course, there's all the welds showing. That's going to look like that regardless. Looks nice. Yeah. Hope it stays that way for a long time. We'll find out though. So it's still shiny. super shiny. It's nighttime. I work second shift. But this stuff, I mean, it's hard. It's not tacky. Smooth, hard. From what I can tell at night in the light, it looks pretty good. Everything's pretty solid on it. It's still shiny as can be, but it's hard. It is super hard, even in some of the thick areas. I figured some of the thick areas might still be tacky, but no, it's hard. Some thin spots that I forgot. Super shiny. I've been rubbing on it right there, checking it. Wherever I touch, it leaves a residue on it, moisture. Well, that's all I got for this video. Stay tuned. I plan on putting the top coat on it. That'll be the next video or so. Got a video coming up. I'm gonna put a fuel pump in the Camaro and get it running. It's been down for a while. I'll do some research figuring out with it being hard like that, because it's recommended to apply the second coat when it's still tacky, and it's not tacky, so I don't know if it'll affect it. So I'm gonna do some more research, figuring out when I can apply it, or if I can apply a second coat of it, because I would like to, and when I can apply that after it's done cured and hard like that. But I believe that stuff you can add to it whenever, but I've also read or heard that you have to use some sandpaper, a certain grit. That's what's recommended, but I'll figure it all out. Let you know in the next video. Till next time.